Well, John, nice to sit down with you and have a chat. What are we doing here today?
Hi Henry. Well, with Remembrance Sunday coming up at the weekend and our game against Notts County, I thought it'd be a good idea to invite a couple of the vets along that have been helping out with, or helping with the Veterans Supporting Veterans scheme.
And who have we got here today?
So we've got Dave and Ian. Dave and Ian joined us back in May last year when we opened the Vets Hub. They've been regulars coming along. It's been once a week on a Wednesday, first of the month. Unfortunately, lockdown caused us to postpone the events for a while now, but we've cracked on with Veterans Supporting Veterans project, which has got two aspects to it: the physical and mental health side, and also veterans supporting veterans, and we've increased that into the community.
And how did you both become involved in the project?
I actually became involved in the project when I moved to Mike Jackson House, and I obviously met Dave here on the right hand side. And, before I was just, mental health and stuck in the flat, and he asked if I wanted to get involved, and since I've got involved, it's turned my life completely around, to be honest with you. Everything's been amazing. I'm out socialising, meeting new people, and finally moving on to the next stage of life, which is really good.
And Dave, what about you?
Yeah, I've really been with the project ever since it started. I went with the Vets Club, where we followed that right through until we got shut down. And then obviously when the project Supporting Veterans started, I took up that, and I found that I was actually giving back something that the community had already given me. It gave me a new lease of life and helping people who needed help. And we've done numerous jobs since then to help. Especially with a couple of the vets who were in wheelchairs or can't get about, we've actually done their gardens for them, fitted showers, and a lot of stuff they wanted, we've managed to supply.
And John, with the strong army connection and link we have at the football club and in the area as well, it's great to see the foundation getting involved in a project like this.
Absolutely. When I joined January last year, one of the first things Shahid said to me was that we need to increase the club's connection with the army, open a Vets Hub, and to see if we can get something going in the community, which I think we've done perfectly. It's been a fantastic...
We've expanded within the first year. I think we've almost doubled, if not trebled, the amount of interest that the foundation has given the community. We're getting more and more people on board. We're getting more and more firms sponsoring us to help the veterans. We've got the likes of Wicks, B&Q, AGW, a wood chip company.
Wood chip company, they've actually been supplying us a lot of wood chip that we have been putting down in gardens. We have literally just done a veteran's landscaped his little porch area garden, which, as Dave mentioned, we've got the slabs from Wicks and building materials, including like dust, sand and stuff like that. The bloke is absolutely over the moon with it. He's had 2 strokes, he's had a heart attack, he's been through it, so he's over the moon with it, isn't he? So
we've also got contacts for the council to build an allotment for the community to use. We've also got a contact now, due to the virus, it's got to be held back for a while, but that's with the military museum to do a remembrance garden and to build raised beds there for vegetables for the military people in the area to use.
they actually they did talk to us, actually wanted to design it for them as well, which would be an amazing thing to do. Keeps your mind focused, and doing something in a design way is a good thing for for the military garden, museum garden.
Because we obviously covered the garden as well a few weeks ago with the foundation, and given the whole COVID situation as well, it must be really good to continually work with these vets and make sure they're all okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Dave's done a previous interview where we've discussed the garden at Stoll, the allotments at Stoll where you're working with the Nepalese, and also the Parkside project where you're giving away a lot of the produce to a local calf.
Yep, that we do with Parkside. We grow the produce which is used at the cafe in Farnborough, which is for people who don't have very much themselves. It's everything is escalating, and this has all happened because of the foundation.
Yeah.
You know, I cook meals every Thursday for veterans, and you know that's supplied within the community with the help of Ian to distribute hot meals to veterans and ex-service personnel or emergency service people to what hot meals that they require.
There's a big number of Nepalese people in the area as well, vets as well, and I'm sure they'll appreciate the work you guys have been doing as well.
Yeah, again, Dave interacts with them on a regular basis. I mean, you've taught them how to grow British veg, and they similarly have helped you grow Nepalese vegetables.
Yeah, we kind of, at Stowe, I work with the Nepalese quite closely. They teach me how to grow their type of vegetables, and it is very strange the way they grow and what they grow. I mean, just for instance, we would grow a cucumber
Them cucumbers
on the ground, and they they'd be about that long and about that thick. But the Nepalese, they grow them up a tree. But the tree's got to be dead, it can't be alive because it kills it for some reason. But their cucumbers end up like our marrows, and they have a ceremony on their first pick that they cut the cucumber and they all bring out a different dish and they all sit down and eat it with the cucumber, and it is, and I've taught them as well that they can have different food. Everything that a Nepalese grows has got to have a kind of health thing to it, or a medical
Property
to it. To help them. So I've taught them how to grow runner beans and peas and potatoes. I mean, they've never had a roast potato or a chip. It seems strange. We might laugh at it, but to them, it's unhealthy food. But once in a while, they do it. Just for like
It's different cultures coming together as well, isn't it? They put me some, what were they called? Those little dumplings today.
Bonbons.
Which I've tried today, which were pretty fascinating to be honest with you.
They cook me dinner, if I'm working up in the garden, they come along and say, Dave, you hungry? And they do me all sorts, Nepalese food. So I'm trying their food all the time, and I'll do stuff for them. I'll give them beetroot that they don't know what it is, and courgettes they never grow, and marrows. We interact so much with them that, and this is all to help from the foundation. It's become.
And Ian, you mentioned it as well, obviously with the whole COVID situation, mentally it helps, both the Nepalese and the vets and everyone involved with that as well.
Yeah, it has helped me massively. When I first moved here, my mental health was a state basically. Didn't want to leave me flat, was drinking a bit, things like that. And since I met John and Dave, It's changed my life, mate, to be honest with you. It really has changed my life around, and I can't thank them both enough, really. Yeah, things are looking better and looking up, and I'm putting my heart and soul into the foundation.
And John, that's ultimately why you do it, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, to see guys turning their lives around, becoming inspired by the little things. We sat here talking about cucumbers and beetroots. But,
it seems strange to talk about things like that, but it's helped people.
It's interacting with the different cultures as well.
And it's feeding. What we grow, it goes back into the vets, and it gets distributed to them. So it's helping them, and they, more and more people are becoming interested. We also have the minibus, which we use to run people to the hospital, but to doctor's appointments, to pick up prescriptions, because people can't always get there. And some of the places are Aldershot, I mean, you've got to travel quite a few miles to get to the hospital.
You also take them to do their food shopping as well, if they need to go to get some food shopping. And there is some lads in there that haven't got the funds, and there is a couple of homeless people who have actually moved in, so we take them to the food bank and things like that,
And John, so, to speak about it, it's an incredible project you've been doing. Have you been getting any recognition or support from the community?
I think people are becoming more aware of what we're doing and how we're doing it. I mean, Dave mentioned the minibus. RVS hire that to us at a favourable rate. They're a charity themselves. They're trying to help and support us as well. I think it's true to say that word is spreading, and more people are supporting. Dave and Ian have mentioned Wicks and the Bart firm, but you've also made contact with a couple of equestrian centres for the horse manure,
which is an essential part of growing things, because you need to put the nutrients into the ground, and it just produces more. So the more you can produce, the more people can have. And
But again, the connection you mentioned with Aldershot Military Museum, they're wanting the guys to do some gardening there, but also they've started a project. They're wanting people to help maintain the vehicles. The vehicles. I visited myself there a couple of weeks ago to see what was going on, and that's a vibrant community as well. Again, unfortunately, curtailed somewhat by COVID. But they've got plans, and hopefully these guys will be able to help them as well.
Yeah. But people can still get involved with the project as well, and how would they go about doing that?
Well, contact Dave or myself. You can see the information. We're always looking for volunteers. Yeah. We're always looking for people that need our services, or the guys can help. I mean, we've helped a vet in his wheelchair that was broken. We've mended that for him. We've done shopping for him.
Yeah.
You've helped him with odd things around the house.
There's the guy with the computer and the laptop.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, it doesn't even have to have people with skills, like they come along, we can teach them, we can help them, it's volunteers, is the main part. But we are always, even Dave's trying to teach me about horse manure and garden parts, that's not a bit of me, but I'm more of a landscaping, but he's still trying to teach me and I'm teaching him things, and it's things like that, which
I mean, we've got the community garden coming up. We're just waiting for the council to tell us which piece of land we can have, and that's for the community. Once that's built, the community can help themselves to the vegetables.
Yeah. We've asked the council if we can adopt a roundabout, so the roundabout on Ordnance Road up by Mike Jackson House. Yeah. So I'm hoping for a favourable answer there, but that would be good as well.
Yeah.
So again, we'll get the veteran supported veterans
advertising
project out there.